Do you struggle with getting your water in and hydrating every day? You're drinking coffees, juices, alcohol, all the beverages, and on top of that, you're trying to get your water in. And on top of that, you're running to the bathroom and taking all these bathroom breaks. If you're anything like me, are you wondering what is hydration for anyway? You know it's important, but what does that even mean? Well, that's what I wanted to understand because I did learn over time how to properly hydrate, which is such a thing, and it has been a game changer, okay? Life changing. I'll get into that more in a little bit in this video, but first I want to help you understand the importance of it, why you should even focus on this. So, hydration really helps with a lot of different areas of your health, but mainly it's just responsible for overall well being. It's actually connected to so many things, and it reminds me a lot of like gut health and how the gut is connected to so many things too in our body. So, making sure you're properly hydrated can improve a lot of areas of your life because it's connected to so many things. So, for example, it helps facilitate digestion and it gets things moving through your digestive system. It really helps flush out toxins out of your body. So, having to run to the bathroom is actually a good thing because it's pushing all that junk out of your body. It helps to lubricate your joints and make them feel better, right? That's important as we age. It makes our skin healthier. It helps with brain function, which to me is so huge when it comes to your memory, your focus, and even your mood. It makes you feel energized. That's a good thing. We need that as we age. But between the brain health and the energy alone, that's enough for me to really take this seriously and start working on it. Being hydrated also helps with your cardiovascular health, which that was one I was unaware of, but it helps with stabilizing your blood pressure, keeping your blood circulating, which that's a very crucial, important function in our body. Hydration also really helps regulate body temperature. So if you're like an active person, somebody likes to work out, that's essential. So as you can see, there's a whole wide range of what hydration does and how it benefits our body. So as you can imagine, when you're not properly hydrated, it affects all those areas of your health. And so, what does being dehydrated actually feel like? I'm sure you've felt these things before and probably didn't even think, oh, well, this is because I'm dehydrated. Most people walk around this earth exhausted, tired, drained, but what they really are is dehydrated, and it's affecting all the areas of their body that's creating this tired, drained, exhausted feeling. And then they just chalk it up to, oh, well, I just need to get more sleep. But actually, they just need to hydrate better. You just need to hydrate better. So, feeling dehydrated can come in a lot of forms. I already said tired, exhausted, drained, but you can also feel thirsty. That's an obvious one. You can feel dizzy and lightheaded. Dehydration can also make you feel irritable or even confused at times because it causes brain fog in the brain. Maybe you're noticing muscle cramps, right? That can be an obvious one. Another obvious signs are headaches, small ones, but also even up to creating migraines for some people like myself. You'll notice that your urine's darker, right? That's always a good indicator if you're dehydrated. And your skin can feel and be very dry as well. So I'm sure at some point you've had a lot of these, but you'll be shocked how once you're properly hydrated, how all of these things, these areas will improve and get better. How do you get hydrated? And I keep saying the word properly hydrated because that is an actual thing. There is a difference. There's lots of people that think they're hydrated because they've been drinking all this water, but that's not always enough. And that's not always going to cut it, which is why I talk about being properly hydrated. So, yes, getting your full water intake every day is important, it's crucial. It's the main piece of being hydrated. But the rule of thumb for that is half your weight in ounces. And I slightly do a little more than that because I'm active, I'm drinking caffeine, so I got to make up for the caffeine that puts me in a deficit, or alcohol can do that. So be careful of how much water you're drinking because too much water is a thing too. So if you are someone like me and you are drinking all this water, but you are still getting those symptoms I talked about before, like feeling tired, exhausted, getting headaches, even lightheaded, the brain fog, that's because your body is not absorbing the water you are taking. It's just going right through you. You are peeing it out. So, what you really need to work on with the water intake is getting in good sea salts in your body, minerals, and electrolytes. That way, when you are drinking the water, you can actually absorb it. And that's what we call being properly hydrated. That was the thing I was lacking for so long. And when I was finally able to get properly hydrated, I was able to minimize my migraines dramatically. My energy shifted. Even my sleep was so much better. Some really simple ways to work on getting your water and hydrating properly. If this is something new for you, a new goal you're working on, a simple way to start is just by setting alarms on your phone every hour, maybe every 2 hours, and drinking a certain amount of water when it goes off. Okay. And then you're going to just keep doing this till one day it becomes a habit. It's just part of your normal routine that you just chug water all day long. Okay. And getting in all your minerals and all that stuff. So it's also really important to drink a minimum of 8 ounces of water when you wake up, because that's when you're the most dehydrated in the day from sleeping all night, right? And not getting any water in. But most people make the mistake of grabbing coffee first thing, and that just makes the dehydration worse. So, water first, coffee later. As for sea salt, start adding good sea salt to your foods, extra sea salts, even to your waters. I like to do an electrolyte and mineral packet once a day to assist me in that as well. And then over a period of maybe 2 weeks of just being this way, being really consistent with properly hydrating, it will really change all those symptoms and you're going to feel better. I've been feeling so much better. It makes a huge difference. I really attribute being hydrated to just feeling good overall when it comes to being energized, productive, in a great mood. It's been one of the most impactful, most simple, and yet free things you can do to completely change your health. Something to note, today's hydration is for tomorrow's energy and tomorrow's health. So get hydrated and start feeling good after 40.